Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to beautiful sunny Mazatlan, or it's going to be sunny soon. A little bit overcast this morning, but it's burning hot. Kind of chilly. I actually got the real winter clothes on this morning because I'm cold. But it's a beautiful day. I got to get out there, get my head in the camera, go take some pictures for you. Let's go. There's the fun bus where you can sit upstairs in open air and take in the beautiful sights of Mazatlan. We're all going to see the cliff divers, which are just over here. A gentleman riding down the walking path on his motorcycle. Yeah, they dive off of there. Cruise ship cavalcade. Look who I run into. I ran into Mike from Iowa. I always get that confused. I always want to say Idaho, but it's Iowa. Yeah. That's why I was thinking corn the other day. No, I said potatoes, and I was thinking corn. Yeah.
Potatoes, corn. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Iowa, Idaho, but
macaws, $5, 550 pesos for the full Thanksgiving meal, including a glass of wine at Macaws.
Wow, that's
3
good.
to 6 and 4 to 7 or something.
That's right. Happy Thanksgiving.
So I mean, yeah, I have. I don't know. Do they celebrate that in Canada?
They do, but they do it in October.
Oh, they do it in October.
Yeah,
I would think they would.
Ours was like a month ago, and it's not quite as big a deal as it is in the United States. Doesn't seem to be anyway. And my brother called me on, just happened to call me on Canadian Thanksgiving and said, Happy Thanksgiving. If he hadn't called, I wouldn't even known.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so you certainly never hear about it down here.
No, you wouldn't hear about it down here, no. Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe I'll have turkey dinner to remind myself that I'm in a foreign country. This feels like home to me now.
Yeah.
When I went home, I felt like I wasn't at home. When I came back here, I feel at home. And Aliman is my neighborhood, and Playa Sur, and I know people like you and a handful of others, and pickleball, and yeah, my life is. So
I get the same feeling. Like I have no desire to go back to Canada. And when I went back, I was bored and I wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm out.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be where I live now. It's just the beginning of an icy, extremely windy, cold 5 months.
Yeah, crappy.
Awful.
Awful.
So.
Well, we're living in the tropics, living the dream.
It's really, we really are. And it's just begun. For the next 5 months, it's just going to be dreamy. 80 for a high every day and about 60 in the morning, a little chilly for the first hour.
Yeah. And I actually put a jacket on this morning. I was cold, but I'm used to 100, right? It gets down to 65. It's like, whoo, who turned off the heat?
Right, I see that. Well, you can, hey, morning.
Good morning. That's a nice bicycle. Fenders, everything.
He's a pickleballer, him and his wife.
I've seen that bike up there. Nice boat going out there too. Check that out. Nice boat out there.
Beautiful boat.
Yeah, somebody living the dream. Well, I think
right. I got a 6-pack of beer, and they charged me $1.79 for the 6-pack of bottles.
What kind of beer?
Corona. And then somebody says you get 17 pesos deposit for each can or bottle now. And that's what made beer prices go up. I want to ask you, there's a 17-cent deposit on each bottle or can.
No shit.
If I understand it correctly, but then when I bought back the return, I'm not sure if I got the 17 cents or not. But beer is expensive.
Well, you know something? They used to pay a return on beer cans in New Brunswick. But if you went, say you went and bought a can in Maine or Quebec on your holiday or your weekend, and you tried to cash it in New Brunswick, no way. The barcode tells them where it was bought. So they'll know if maybe I got 100 empty beer cans at the house, maybe more. And if I was to take them in, I bet you the barcode tells them the deposit was never paid on it.
Yeah.
So.
And they do that in Iowa too, in a lot of places. But it's a lot of work for the grocery stores to have to take back empties, and
yeah,
but it keeps them off the streets and off the highways. So
in New Brunswick, they have special recycling centers. You drive there, and that's all they do. So it doesn't affect the grocery store.
Yeah, and if you live in New Brunswick, you need something to do anyhow.
Freaking right. Curling and drinking beer.
And maybe making moose calls or something. See if there's any moose out there.
They call us herring chokers. And the Nova Scotians were blue nosers. And the Nova Scotians were blue nosers because they used a blue dye in their mitts and they'd wipe their nose when they were cold. And they'd get blue noses.
Well, somebody's got to live there.
Yeah.
But then there's got to be somebody from there who's willing to get out and live somewhere.
Lots of electric bikes.
Live somewhere better, like Mazatlan. And
I escaped, yeah.
and you are the messenger to all those lost northerners.
It seems to be.
Who are still sitting at home paying $400 a month power bills, below zero weather, wondering why they're so depressed because they don't want to get out of the house because it's too cold and it's painful.
Yeah, exactly. And here I forced myself to get out. I'm just saying in sort of my intro to this video today, you got to get out, get your head in the camera, think about what you're doing, work, and it just becomes a hobby, a great excuse to get out of the house.
I saw that video, and you're right. I'm sure your videoing is an incredible hobby. Yeah. And all the people you must have met and the kickbacks that you got. Remember we talked the kickback? You have gotten. I've been knowing you for a year now, and if you look back on all the kickbacks you've had in the last year.
Oh, people have brought me bush beans and coffee and candy and, God, you name it, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know, all kinds of stuff.
I met a guy.
Just the friendships, going out and doing things with new people, meeting new people.
Exactly. I met a guy, Blaine, from, I can't remember what province he said he was from, somewhere in Canada. He's a miner from up north, Saskatchewan maybe. And he met me in the Machado Plaza, just ran into him. He recognized me, and he says, "Oh, I don't like to use online credit cards and things, but I wanted to give you a tip, buy you a beer, so." And he gave some money right out of his pocket.
Oh, I believe that.
Wow, thank you.
Sure. Have you ever been sitting in a bar and someone come out, let me buy you a beer?
All the time.
I bet you have.
All the time.
And, I told you I went to Edgar's, and I love Edgar's.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Edgar's. We went in late evening Saturday night, and all the locals, it was just it's a great place.
It's a nice bar.
It's a really nice bar. So,
yeah.
Anyhow. Okay, well.
So you haven't gone and bought a giant bicycle
No,
yet?
but I went and I stood over that bike, the Urban Giant.
Yeah.
14,780 pesos, she said. She'd let me walk out the door with it. But I'm leaving in May, and it'll be a couple of years before I get back here. So, it doesn't make sense to buy an $800 bike. I'm only going to be here till May. And I'm going to be gone to Thailand for about 18 months, going back over there and reconnecting with my other bicycle.
Oh, yeah.
That's over there.
I think you should buy it until May and then sell it to me for $400.
Well, yeah, that would be, well, okay, there's an option. Yeah, always. Okay.
I don't know. It's not worth $400 to ride a bicycle till May.
I would like to have it. It'd probably be worth it because I'd ride more, and it's just good for you to ride more.
Yeah, they are a nice bike.
It's a beautiful bike. That's exactly what. Well, when I do come back, because I plan on living here the rest of my life, I'm not going to live in Thailand. I will buy that bike.
Yeah, they've been. I look back. They've been making them for like 10 years, so they'll still be building them. Yeah.
I even talked to my Cuban bicycle mechanic. He said, yes, that's where you should buy it, the Giant.
Yeah.
He knows the Valen and all that. And he says the Giant is a better bicycle. So
yeah,
good enough for me.
Okay, man. Well, I'll let you stay on your tour, and I'm going to go down and sit in front of the Freeman and have a cup of coffee.
Okay, enjoy.
Here comes one of these walking tours. I'd like to know, they must charge them for that off the ship, and I'd like to know what they're charging them.
I don't know, Dewey, but they charge a lot of money.
I'll bet I could be competitive.
Oh, my God. Why don't you? You should just Facebook that, and you could lead
I never use Facebook.
And you would be able to show them where to go. Take them to the fish ladies. Take them to the Pino Suarez Market.
I could show them where to go. See, as an air traffic controller, I used to make a living telling people where to go.
Right. You would. I saw other Americans and Canadians do that. They off on Facebook. They offered a tour to the craft beer on Alimont.
Oh yeah.
And they go. She goes in a van and picks up tourists every day almost, and takes them to this craft beer, and they drink a little too much beer, and that's what she does. She takes them to this craft brew, and maybe she takes them other places.
What a job.
But yeah, that's what she does. So she's just kind of piggybacking off. So I suppose us Canadians, Americans could make it. Can you do that legally?
You can once you have your permanente.
I see.
And with your temporal, you can ask for permission.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. My neighbor even talked to me. He drives in Riga, and he doesn't speak any English, but he said we could team up. You could conduct the tour, and I drive. You tell me where they want to go, and we'll split the profits.
Well, that's what you kind of need a pickup truck, right, or something to take your
few
hosts,
people.
Yeah. And you could probably get a bunch of. You connect right on Facebook, I assume.
Yeah. Well, I don't use Facebook, but people, I don't know, word would spread on my channel, you know.
Well, exactly. Keep growing your channel too.
That's a nice bicycle that girl's got too. That's a beautiful bike.
Oh yeah, that is.
With a built-in rack. And
that really is a nice bike. That's a Brooks saddle, it looks like too.
Yeah.
That is a nice bike.
That's a classy bike. Man, there must be more than one ship in town, because.
Well, it's a beautiful place, and all of us want to see it.
Yeah.
I feel blessed to be able to live here and say I live here.
Me too. Absolutely.
I get to ride up this Mazatlán every day.
You've been doing a lot of riding.
Well, I have.
We're going to get run over here.
Well, anyhow, that's time to move on. Okay, dude.
Okay, Mike.
Good work.
All right, talk to you later, man. See this guy working on the Freeman. Mazatlan has such a corrosive atmosphere that the rebar in the concrete gets corroded and then busts the concrete off. And the buildings here require constant maintenance. I've never seen an atmosphere so corrosive. Things like padlocks and things that would last for years in Canada are rusted right out here in a couple of years. Oh, for you guys that watch my channel regularly, I gotta tell you the toaster story and the free kettle story. I got the free kettle. Well, after a fashion. Gee, I must have emailed them, I don't know, probably 15 times, and they were very accommodating, and she said, oh, we'll send you the kettle, here's a link, and I clicked on the link, and the link didn't work, and I said, it's temporarily unavailable, is what it says to me. And she says, let me see. And so she discovered it's because I'm in Mexico. She said, we can only send it to the United States. And I said, okay. Well, I have a friend that lives in Arizona, and I thought of her and I said, I bet you she'd like a free kettle. Why not? So I asked them, can you send it to my friend in Arizona? And they said, sure, we can do that. So they did. And she got it within 2 days. I couldn't believe it. And she sent me a picture last night of the kettle, sitting on her kitchen counter with a basket of bright yellow carnations, or mums, I guess, mums. And she's pleased as punch. So for a $24 purchase, we got a free kettle. I think that's pretty cool. Isler, I-S-I-L-E-R. Check them out. I like the toaster. My friend Beth loves the kettle. It's great. Look, guys, this is Carmen. Carmen.
Carmen.
Oh, aren't you cute?
Carmen.
And this is Carol and Carol, who I've just met and had a wonderful morning sitting
We're new
in
best friends.
Machado Plaza
Yeah.
talking to. It's great. Carol on the right recognized me on the Malecon, and then we bumped into Carol on the left here in the square, and it's been great.
It has been great talking to you.
It's been a lot of fun. And we're just watching the tourists off the cruise ship go by and chilling.
Thank you, Dewey.
Yeah. Thank you.
for you.
Thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure.
Check us out, please.
Absolutely. Great.
We'll check us out. Check us out.
Well, guys, it's been a great morning in Mazatlan. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hit that like button, hit share, hit subscribe. Bye for now. Talk to you soon.